Hello, everyone. I know that last. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Um, I love the black and white filters. My favorite. I don't know why. Anyway, um, my last video from this one that I'm recording right now, or that's live right now. If you watch it at a later time, this is another live stream. Something else just came to my mind. Like, I knew about my phone being tapped. But I've never had anyone tell me in a text message that my text messages are scrambled and that sometimes they, as we know them as they, the people that make us targeted individuals suffer and play mind games and fuck with our lives and people in our lives and all that shit. That's who they are to me. People that just want to fuck up your life just because they can. You know what I'm saying? They got the right electronics. They got the right means to make possible to tap into your phone and your text messages and all that shit. But I ain't never, ever, with the shit happening to me, have anyone text tell me that my text messages were scrambled and that they couldn't understand the text messages that I sent them. The fuck? Now these motherfuckers want to play with my text messages now. Like I had someone text me the other day, just some acquaintance of mine, was asking me different questions and shit and whatever about something else totally different from target individual topic because I didn't really just tell that person like that. I just, I said something like, went through a lot when I went to Texas on my trip and, this and that, this and that. And then, weird shit's been happening way before I got out of town and shit like that. And, I don't express everything to everybody. I might blog it and all that type of shit, but, you know, I don't just tell everybody everything in my personal circle or whoever I decide to tell in a personal level, like talking to you on the phone or text message or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now these motherfuckers want to fuck with my text messages now. I got official confirmation that my phone is bugged and all that type of shit. I already been knowing that shit. Before I got that confirmation, I already knew. But once I had that official confirmation from a very reliable source of mine, um, you know, I already knew, to expect whatever else, to expect the worst from then on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nothing pass me, can't nothing phase me, don't nothing surprise the fuck out of me. It's just now surprising to me that now my text messages are being scrambled and being fucked with now. Not just me being bugged on and tapped when I have phone calls because I be hearing fucking noises in the background, like typing, like stronger than someone just texting on the other end. Like if you call someone and you could tell the other person texting while you're on the phone with them, nah, it'd be stronger typing sounds than that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know when you're on the phone with somebody and the other person on the other end, they texting and you hear that little shit like they texting. But no, I'll be hearing like harder and louder typing sounds sometimes when I'm on the phone for the past month now, or maybe longer, but I just been realizing it more for about 3 weeks now. Um, Sometimes the dial tone will be on the phone when I didn't touch my screen and the other person I'm talking to didn't touch their screen, accident to make it happen. I be hearing dial tones and shit all the time on my phone when I'm talking and shit like that. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I understand shit, but I don't understand the concept of the targeted individual thing. Like, it's a game to these motherfuckers that really do this shit, who do the gang stalking and do the work mobbing and all that type of shit. Because I've been through that shit too. Job against you for no fucking reason. You stay to yourself and shit just happened to you. Yeah, that's happened to me too. But that's on another topic, on another video. But I know probably didn't make sense on the last video before this one when I was talking about my gang stalking experience in Texas. But to sum it all up, because I pretty much said in the last vid before this one right here, but I know I was jumbling and saying different stuff and answering into different requests and different comments as I was on live last time, and then I had a phone call come in and all that type of shit, and that cut me off, and then that cuts people off as well, and all that type of thing. So, but yeah, when I was in Tyler, Texas, on June 2nd, on Saturday, this is what happened. I noticed 4 people in a gang stalking fucking organization. First is 2 people I noticed talking to them amongst themselves and looking at me weird. Keep talking amongst themselves and looking at me weird. And it happens like more than 10 times in fucking 20-minute period. And then he fakes like, one of the people fake like they're on a damn payphone, but they're not saying shit. They're just on the payphone talking. Didn't even put no change in it because I knew we wasn't even really on the payphone anyway. But that shit was going on. Okay, then when the Greyhound, the place opens at 9 a.m., a little bit before then, on Saturday, June 2nd, the 4 people that were in the gang stalking fucking group, 2 of them were outside before it opened. I already peeped them out, already scoped them out the way they was looking at me and all that type of shit. When I'm sitting in my friend's car before the Greyhound place opens, and I'm just waiting and sitting, but I'm alert to what's going on. But you shouldn't be looking at me that many times, that fucking evil like, unless it was a real reason. Either I done something to you, or you into that gang stalking shit and you just want to stalk on somebody. That's what the fuck they was doing. And then when the fucking place opened, it was like maybe 10 minutes before 9 when it opened up. The Greyhound in Tyler, Texas on Saturday, June 2nd. This is the time it happened. And then it was 2 people outside that I recognized. And then there was 2 people inside that I recognized. And then all those 4 people that I recognized looking at me weird, talking amongst themselves, they were talking amongst each other. First it was 2 people looking at me stupid and then talking and then looking at me stupid. Then when I go inside the place, I'm trying to charge my phone before my bus come and shit, to go to another city in Texas so I can board my plane later that day on June 2nd this year. Like, one of the people had a ticket. Actually had a ticket the same time as me, and probably knew that the bus was going to be 5.5 hours late all of a sudden. I done rode Greyhound so many times, and that's never happened to me. All of a sudden, I get a supposed to be on a bus at 4:30 in the morning to try to get in a certain area early because I had a whole day planned, but then it comes at 10 in the morning instead of 4:30 in the morning. And one of the people that I noticed in the gang stalking little group or whatever that was happening around me all of a sudden had a ticket at the same time as me. So we boarded on the same fucking bus, and then I didn't see him no more. Like when I got to the city I was going to, from Tyler, Texas to the other city, I didn't see him anymore. I didn't notice anything weird until I went on a train, a public transportation train in the city I went to. And I was on my phone though with my friend. So my friend knew where I was going. Phone is tapped, so I already know what it is. So when I get off the train station, not Amtrak or anything, but in bigger cities like Houston and stuff like that, they do have trains as well as the public transportation. So I was on the public transportation train, rail, or whatever you want to call it, system. And I boarded off that train. And when I boarded off that train, it was away from the downtown area. It was like way out the part of town where I was at when I got off the Greyhound in that city of downtown where I went to from Tyler, Texas on June 2nd. It was like in another part of town, and I noticed a green Jeep Cherokee with 4 people in it, just looking, waiting on me, just waiting. I knew it was for me. Like, I know I sound crazy, but when you're a TI and you research a lot and you understand shit more about what it's about and everything, you be more aware than you were before. I mean, you think you're aware, but then when you realize you're a TI, if you ever are a targeted individual, a TI, that's what I say. That's what TI is for targeted individual. So I don't keep saying that word over and over. I just say TI, like a lot of people do on here. Anyway, I boarded off a train, the public transportation, just there parked, where I would walk off, and it would be where the buses will board, the public transportation buses, and it's not a place where cars park because it would be too close to the buses boarding and unboarding and stuff like that in that part of the station. So I knew when I looked at that fucking green cheap Cherokee with them four people just looking, I knew they was looking for me. I just had that feeling. And so when I got off the fucking train, I got off. I seen it when I got on to the end, but then when I walked across the track to go to the other side of the station I need to be at so I can board my bus, where I was going to a friend's house that time, on that day on June 2nd, I stopped. I had my shades on, by the way, but anyway, I stopped. I had my backpack on, my big duffel bag, and another bag with me because I was going back home on June 2nd, back to Cali from Texas. But this happened in a city in North Texas, when I boarded off a train, a public transportation train. I stand there. I look at them for about a good 6, 7 seconds and just stood there looking. And when they realized, and when the driver, like, I know the two people, the two passengers in the back, the one in the front passenger side and the one in the back. I'm not clear if there is two in the back, but I did see 3 people really clear, but it could have been 4 people. But when the driver of the fucking Jeep Cherokee seen me looking while I was looking, and didn't realize that I was standing there looking at them that long, that's when the driver drove the fuck off. But the people on the passenger side of the fucking Jeep Cherokee, the green Jeep Cherokee that I seen when I boarded off a public transportation train in a North Texas city, yeah, they skirt and went right fast, and they knew I was looking at them. They knew what the fuck. I knew what the fuck was going on. I'm in fucking Texas and this shit's happening to me, and I live in fucking California. I've been in this city in California for the past 4 years, and I'm just now realizing I'm a TI last month of this year, 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, it blows my mind. Like, today is Monday, June 11th, 2018, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 16 for. I don't know who I'm thinking of or what number or whatever, but it's June 11th, 2018 today, me doing this video. And the video I did before this one, I forgot to say the date on that one, because I know that now that I've been talking about the TI topic, YouTube hasn't been putting the date on my stuff when it's posted, when I upload, like it used to. Like, it used to didn't stay on there that long, but when I used to do my amateur raps before, I used to just blog about this topic right here, it would give me an upload date when I uploaded a certain song or whatever, or a post on YouTube, and it would just have the date there. But now I noticed that it doesn't at all. So I like to document when I'm on here blogging about this. And today is Monday, June 11th, 2018. Sorry about that 2016 mistake. I don't know what the fuck that came out. I don't know how that slipped out my mouth like that. But it is 2018. I know what year it is. But anyway, but it just, I didn't think my text messages would be fucking compromised. Like, I know my phone is bugged, so my home phone system is compromised. I understand that. But really? Motherfuckers want to fuck with a nigga text messages and shit? Like really? Like, you want to fuck with a fucking text message and shit? Like, really? And alter shit when I'm on the phone and all that dial tone shit I be hearing in the background and shit like that. But now I know shit's really serious now if I'm having someone text me back talking about my text messages are all jumbled and scrambled around and my letters didn't make sense when I know I made sense what I texted. Like, shit is crazy. But that's just something I noticed today, and I wanted to just blog about, to any TI that's going through this. Like, you'll know when your phone's bugged. You'll know. I mean, I have official confirmation from a reliable source, but I mean, even if you don't have official confirmation, you know when you're bugged. Like, like, you hear certain shit you don't usually hear when you're on the phone. Or sometimes you'll hear a little jumbling, mumbling. Sometimes you hear mumbling in the background. Or, you know, you hear a dial tone, doot, just one time. Or doot doot, two times. Or something like that. And you know, you didn't accidentally press your dial tone keypad, and you know the other person on the other phone, on the other line you're talking to didn't as well. So shit like that will give you clues that your phone is tapped. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I don't understand is why the fuck this shit happening to me for? Like, I ain't do shit to nobody. I'm not famous. Not trying to be. I blog because that's my hobby. I did the amateur rap song shits because that was just another way of me expressing my poetry. But now I'm not really doing that too much right now. I'm just on my blogging mode right now, I guess. But I mean, like the concept of the whole targeted individual thing is just, it's still blowing my mind. Like, to target someone since birth or childhood, or just because any time of their life, period. But it's really sad when you realize you've been targeted since birth. And my heart goes out to all the ones that feel that they have been targeted since birth. And I spoke to someone about this, who I really trust and doesn't think I'm crazy, and who I know in my personal life, because that person's been through it as well. It's been a TI for years and still going through it, and still hanging in there strong, real strong too. But when my personal text messages are getting scrambled around, that's like too fucking far. Like, that's my main way of communication when I don't feel like talking to people over the phone. You know, just want to check on somebody. Hey, what's up? This and that. Some small talk type shit. What do you want to text? But can't even trust that, because that might not even be fucking. I don't even know. Now I know that my text messages are being jumbled around after I send it off. Like, there's no telling on what the fuck text messages are being sent when I'm not even sending text messages. That shit freaks me out, because I don't want people thinking that I'm texting them some bullshit or texting them some offensive shit if it gets personal and it starts getting to the point where it's stuff in detail texted from my number that's not from me. Like, that's gonna be really fucking pushing it right there. I mean, goddamn, I'm already an outcast. Goddamn, like, I have a few friends, a few people I trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm not famous, not trying to be famous. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I wasn't affected by this shit, I probably wouldn't be blogging about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was researching about it real hard. And during that time, that could have been during the time my phone was tapped. When I was researching about this topic on my phone, the phone that I'm live on right now. Like, not knowing exactly how long you've been a TI blows your mind just as much as realizing you've been a TI since birth. That blows your mind too. Like, I can't even compare that shit. Being a TI is hard, whether if you just realize it or if you've been realizing it as long as you've been alive, and as long as you've been a child to a teen to an adult, like your whole life, that you can comprehend shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I never underestimated this problem of TIs and gang stalking, but me researching and getting an understanding of it before I even realized I was a fucking TI myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why people do that. I know people do that because they can, and it's all about power and all that type shit, but I don't get it. When people gang stalk and just, target people that don't really be wanting that attention like that to be stalked, and no one wants that shit. No one wants to be a TI, so let me rephrase what I just said, but like, you think that only celebrities get stalked and they get people that, paparazzi problems and all that type shit, or, they gotta have a whole bunch of security around them just because they're celebrities. But shit, what about us, regular motherfuckers that are middle class, on middle class salary, or whatever the fuck we working regular? If we're not in the corporate world, we just regular middle class people like myself. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make it, not trying to hurt nobody unless they try to hurt me or who I care about first. I don't throw the first punch. I don't shoot the first bullet or none of that shit or whatever the fuck. Unless it's done to me first. So, oh well, whoever can run tell that, whatever purpose listening and hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware when I be walking and doing stuff by myself, you know what I mean? But I'm also aware when I'm in a car with someone and I just look around and where I am and stuff. But when I'm outside in the pool and I notice stupid ass shit, like as I'm in the pool trying to enjoy myself and I'm not even in the pool long, that shit always alarms me. Like, all of a sudden I seen a police car that parked from the side of the house, but parked kind of in front of the house, but it was in front of another house, but it was parked, you know, where we could see, you know what I'm saying? And there was no one in the cop car. It didn't look like there was nothing going on inside the house where it was parked in front of or even on the side of or whatever. But then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, me walking outside, I see the police man just walking from the street or on the sidewalk from the house going to the police car. Like, I mean, I understand when you're on probation and parole, you know, the probation cars and the parole cars, they be trying to park somewhere low key so you don't see them right in front of your house type shit. And I'm not talking down on anyone who is on parole or probation. I just know about that, you know, tactic. But a regular police car, and it's just sitting there parked, and then I'm outside and I'm already knowing I'm a TI, and people I live with know about this as well. Like, it's, you know, I had to tell them about it, so, and try to make them kind of half-ass understand so they wouldn't think I was just loony in the fucking head, you know. Yeah, everyone loony as fuck. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this TI shit, because I'm going through this shit. And since I live with y'all, well, I was telling the people I live with, since I live with y'all, I think y'all should know about this shit. Because this shit is happening, it's real. Like, when I came back from out of town on Saturday, June 2nd from Texas, and I came back to Cali, shit was cool. But then, that Monday, I already see a truck already, like, passing by the house, back and forth, you know, or you know, certain city vehicles passing by the house, like, way too many times in an hour type shit. You know, I'll be seeing little weird shit like that. I might not can really describe it, but if you're a TI, you can probably figure it out what I'm trying to say. But, you know, I'm aware. Like, when I'm at work and shit, like, people that be in the parking lot, you know, I'll be like, why they just sitting there? I'll be thinking to myself, but I'll be looking as I pass by certain areas where I work at, and I see just a random car that I've never seen before, just parked, just sitting there looking. Like, yeah, I see you, motherfucker. I see you. Shit. You can tap my phone and compromise all my text messages all the fuck they want, but it's not going to stop the fact that I know what the fuck is going on, and it's not going to stop me from raising awareness about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually I'll get another phone, but then eventually the shit's going to happen again because it'll be in my name, and of course they'll have a camera on my phone, so, you know, people that do your research on the phone shit, you know, sometimes you ain't even got no privacy just because you got a cell phone. But just look that up, though. I'm not saying everybody's phone's affected and all that shit, but just read up on that. Just, you know, do research, especially TIs, especially us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just amazing how, like, the shit that I went through in Tyler, Texas on June 2nd, you know, with the gang stalking situation. And the fact that they knew I knew what they was doing. And I kept on laughing out loud and saying little outbursts that wouldn't get me in trouble or wouldn't get me kicked out of the place, but to let them know I was aware of what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? like I would say, like, man, and I was on the phone too, like, you know, I was on the phone talking, had my headphone in, earpiece and everything, so, you know, people could have thought I was talking to myself or on the phone. It didn't matter, but I was letting them know I knew what the fuck they was up to. Like I said something like, I know when motherfuckers be up to no good, I could see that shit real quick. Like I said, little outbursts like that, and then I would laugh about it, so it wouldn't seem like I was a threat. You know what I'm saying? But I was laughing out loud, you know. But then when I would say remarks like that, I noticed all the people that I noticed that were gang stalking in that little operation in Tyler, Texas on June 2nd at Greyhound. I knew they motherfucking asses. They were looking towards my way really weird when I would say outbursts like that. Or I would say, um, just certain shit that would piss them off and that would let them know that I knew what the fuck was going on. Like I hate when motherfuckers look at me crazy for no fucking reason and shit like that. And then, laugh out loud and shit so I could seem like I'm crazy or whatever. But they knew what the fuck I was getting at. All them gang stalkers knew that I knew what the fuck was going on. That's what I want them to know. That bitch, I'm still here, motherfucker. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not scared. I mean, unless someone has a gun in my fucking head, I'm not gonna be scared of nobody. I don't give a fuck. I don't fear no one but God. You know what I'm saying? Like, words don't hurt me. Shit that certain people say that are close to me can hurt me because of how I feel and my emotions be in it. But words don't hurt shit like bullets do. You know what I'm saying? That hurts and kills. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm out here doing damage and shooting people for no reason and shit like that. That crime that happens in my area. It's not like I'm in any of that shit. And I'm the one as a TI. And people like us are TIs when we're not even a fucking threat to the community. Even if you were in trouble before, it shouldn't even matter. Like, as long as you're on your probation, do your shit, or on parole and you're on the right track, it shouldn't fuck with you either. Like, it shouldn't be, nobody should be fucked with if they ain't trying to be fucked with. That's all I'm saying. And, being a TI and a hothead as I am, and I catch shit real quick, like it was a bogus thing that happened when I was out of town. And I hated that it happened. And I knew it was full of shit when I heard it. You know what I mean? But you know what? Soon I'll have better protection for myself and for the ones I love and the ones I live with. And I will not be fucking intimidated at all. Which I am not even intimidated already. But, the ones that really want to hurt me and really don't think I know, I'll be ready real soon for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the money in the world like rich people and people with corporate jobs. And I'm not hating on anyone who has some type of jobs. Go get your money. You know what I'm saying? It's, just trying to make it, just trying to get, do what it do. Make do and all that type of shit. I don't understand why TIs like us are fucked with. It don't matter how much money we make. It don't matter what our status is or sexuality or any of that. But just to be fucked with for no goddamn reason. When we're not a threat. When we're not a threat to society or our community around us where we live. That shit went forever mind boggle and just wreck my brain to why people target people like us. Like, the fuck? Like, I will never understand that. I understand the concept of TI and gang stalking and all that type of stuff. I understand the concept of all that and how it works and all that shit. But I will never understand why motherfuckers choose to fuck with people like us that aren't even in no trouble yet. Until we gotta retaliate when life, threatening shit happens to us or whatever, whenever it does. Or any people out there as TIs maybe been through some near-death experiences. I have. I was lucky enough that my near-death experience was with a gun. But, a vehicle is bad enough. But still, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just aware to a lot of shit, and people ain't liking it, and I know they're not. So now they want to fucking fuck with my text messaging and shit. And today is Monday, June 11, 2018, and today is the first day that I've ever had anyone text me that my text messages were scrambled and they couldn't understand what the fuck I was texting them. Until today. I had to document this shit, even if I'm just rambling on, blogging on, and just not really saying one subject, one thing, but it's all about the TI topic, you know. But it just blows my mind how, like, these people just target and fuck with people for no fucking reason. It's like they want a reaction, but they don't. They know motherfuckers can't just come up and just shoot your motherfucking asses up, and whoever we think is stalking us just bang bang and just go about our business. No, there's consequences to that shit, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? They know. Thanks, Deb Olson, for that. Yeah, I'll check. I will check that out. Freedom for targeted individuals have links and calls that help. I will check that out in the future. Thanks. But yeah, I was just blogging, just running my mouth, y'all. Shit. Thank you for tuning in. Whoever tuned in or whoever views this after it's been live or whatever. Deb Olson. Thank you for your comments and stuff. I seen that as I was live on here. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna check that out, which you had put on your comment. And I just want to help raise awareness about it, but you know, I'm kind of lost for words and shit. And I just got real mad because someone had texted me letting me know that my text messages are scrambled. So my text messages are fucking compromised, just like my phone is. Like, it's one thing listening to conversations and all that shit and being careful about what you say, but when you're trying to jumble up someone's text messages that they type and as they're getting sent out, they're getting messed with during that process of it getting sent out to the other person you're texting, that's kind of way out of the fucking line, I think. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can get another phone and stop that and all that type of shit, but there's other shit that I need to work on the next time I get, you know, some money coming in or whatever. So there's other things that I have to work on and deal with and all that type of shit. So the phone is like the last thing on my list to get, but because it's just gonna happen eventually with any number I get, any phone I get. So, you know, I'll probably get one new phone after this with a new number, maybe in a month or two. But after that, after I hear stupid shit in the background, I don't know, it's been done again, and I was just like, wow. You know, it's just a process, and it's just a stupid process that people actually are into this shit. Like, I wouldn't even want to get paid for gang stalking. Like, you know, if I had the perfect body, I would strip. Sure would. If I had the perfect body, I'd be a stripper for about 6 months. Stack my money and get the fuck out of Dodge, because I wouldn't even want that lifestyle like that too long. Just to get my thousands and roll out. You feel me? And then work a regular job again. You know what I'm saying? But I've said silly stuff like that and meant it. Like, I really meant that comment. I joke with my friends all the time. Not all the time, but periodically I would joke like that and say, you know, if I had the perfect body for a stripper, I would do it for about 6 months and then quit after I get my thousands that I want. Whatever goal I got, get it in 6 months and go. Get out that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But damn. Now my text message is being fucked with now. Like, that's crazy. I've had someone on Instagram tell me some weeks ago about their day, 24-hour day thing that's on Facebook and Instagram. One time this person's Instagram day post, the post that's only there for 24 hours, was backmasked. I don't know if any of y'all know what backmasked is. Research backmasking songs, and then you'll be on a whole nother level of shit to research. But that's how the thing she said was put backwards. But she didn't do it. And it was on her Instagram post. And then she was messaging me how she didn't say that backwards. And then the way she laughed, it made it sound like it was an evil laugh and stuff like that, you know. So I know this shit happens to people's phones all the time. I know of someone, me personally. I don't know her that very well, but we're getting to know each other and stuff. But we're just friends on Instagram for right now. She's told me, and I won't disclose her name, but she's told me that her 24-hour date posts were compromised and put backwards when she was talking normal like talking normal, like I'm talking right now, and then when you play it back, it's played back backwards, like someone just backmasked the thing, whatever she said, and it doesn't sound normal at all. Like, but me, with my text messages though, now motherfuckers want to fuck with the text messages now. These perps, man. I just gotta laugh so I don't fucking get too mad, you know? Shit, cause the fact that you can't pinpoint everyone that's targeting you, you can only spot certain motherfuckers in the area when you notice some gang stalking about to happen, or you notice someone just watching you too long and all that type of shit. But too bad us as TIs, we don't know exactly who is in the operation, exactly the person or the people who are in the operation trying to target you, or who has target you. You know what I mean? Too bad we go to the motherfuckers that target us and fucking just blow their brains out and be done with it so they can leave us the fuck alone. Cause you know, sometimes we think like that. I don't give a fuck who thinks this is report me for saying it. I ain't got shit. You can search me all you want. I ain't got shit. But weed, I'm in California. I can smoke weed. You can have a certain amount on you for recreational use without getting in trouble. So I don't give a fuck. You know, whatever perp wants to do, whatever. Shit. Yes, I do smoke weed. I love it. It helps me be level and calm. And, you know, I stopped for a little bit. But then as soon as the shit started happening back again, with more shit I've been noticing, I've been trying to deal with it by just smoking and, you know, coping with it like that. Because I trust weed before pills any day. I might pop me some pills, but, you know, weed is better, I think. I love to medicate with weed. Love the green. Love my indica and my hybrids. Love them. Really don't do sativa too much. But I do sativa dominant hybrids, you know, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know why I said that at the end. That was just so pointless of what the fuck I was talking about. But what shit. I was just saying, like, it'd be cool for all the TIs to know everyone who's targeting them and to just lay them out, or make them leave you alone without blowing their brains out, you know, or just doing some kind of agreement so you won't be fucked with. That'd be nice to have, but then the operation would go to shit, because that's the whole point of it, is to fuck with us TIs purposely just because they can, and that's what the operation is. Like, really? But yeah, really, for real. Like, some people can't understand the shit. Like, I understand it to the T. I understand it, but I will never understand the main reason of targeting people. I understand the concept of targeted individuals and what they go through, because I go through it. And I know the concept of gang stalking and work mobbing and all that, and gaslighting and all that stuff, all those terms. But I will never fucking understand why they even want to target us. Like, why? Some people say because you're a person can impact the community and this, or this can be a reason, or this can be a reason. I'm just a regular old bitch from Texas that lives in California, living life best way I can, work, all that shit. I don't let this shit stop me from my daily routine or a weekly routine of working and all that shit, doing normal shit that I have to do. But now noticing that I'm a TI and I'm not in denial about it anymore. It's just mind blowing of the shit I have to be extra cautious of and shit. Because I already am cautious, but now I'm extra fucking cautious. Like, you know, if I'm walking down the street and somebody walking behind me, shit, I'm gonna assume they a fucking gang stalker when they might not even be one. But that's how the mentality gotta be, though. Anybody can be a fucking gang stalker person. Anybody around you. That's, you know, still not scared. I'm just more alert. I'm not that social anyway in my community or in the place I'm at. I don't have a lot of friends here where I live. So for me to be targeted, I just couldn't understand that concept of why. Because I don't even deal with a lot of people in my area where I live at now on a personal basis. Like on a personal level. I only know 3 people on a personal level in the town that I live in here in California. 3 people. That's it. Not including their children and all that type of shit. I'm talking about adults that I know personally on a personal level here in the town I live at. 3 people. That's it. Not including acquaintance and all that type of shit. I'm talking about people that I really know personally. Only 3 motherfucking people. That's it. And I'm targeted. For what? I will never know. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, but all the TIs, thank you for the 1 person watching right now and the 2 people that like my little blog right now as I'm live. But now I'm going to stop rambling on and I'm going to relax and, smoke, get my head right. Talking about this head, this head right here, get it leveled. That probably didn't sound right. This head. People start thinking like, damn, you got another head down there? No, I'm all woman, honey. But I just realized how I said that and I didn't say it right. But I love weed and weed keeps me level. And I'm about to right now, well, I've been off work for a while, but I haven't took my bath and all that right now. So I'm getting ready to do that, smoke my green, get relaxed and stuff. And I'll be on here very soon. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Be safe.